freedom,
family,
world unity.
All these things and more will be discussed on this podcast.
Real stories, real people, real debates. On this podcast, we like to express our freedoms and talk about anything and everything goes.
Like freedom, family is important to us, and anybody that is listening, watching, or coming on the show as a guest star are all considered part of the greatest family to ever bless the solar system, the human race. No matter who you are, where you come from, you will always have a voice here on this podcast.
We like to flex our First Amendment, where all speeches and opinions are accepted for the right of freedom of speech. We have a saying we like to live by. Live life with eyes wide open. Being open-minded leads to true understanding of the world as it really is. Please, come, join us, and enjoy this experience as we embark on this journey of truth as we dismantle the subjective truth. I'm your host, Nick.
And I'm your co-host, Victoria.
And you're experiencing high consciousness.
Disclaimer. Any and all information on topics presented are to the best of all who is present in each episode's knowledge. The goal of this podcast is to bring people together and set the example we all wish to see in our everyday lives. Whether it's home life, education, politics, history, business, etc. Any and all subjects can and will be talked and peacefully debated about on this podcast. On debate episodes, there will be a set rules of debate that hosts and guests alike must follow. We ask that you, the audience, like we ask of our guests, in the comments to please try to keep the language as clean as possible. We are a podcast for entertainment as well as educational purposes. Here we are all equal no matter what race, age, or gender. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Hi, y'all.
And welcome back
To an episode of
High Consciousness.
I'm your host, Nick.
And I'm your co-host, Victoria.
And this
we
is...
are... Oh, my bad. We got a special guest today, y'all. Smokey, a returning guest. How you been lately, Smokey?
Smokey.
Just keeping it real, man.
Yeah, but I've been good. Glad to be back.
I know that's right, to be having knowledge about some little American history today, because today is Thursday.
Yep, that's right, American history.
Hit me with them facts.
We are, and I'm going to give it to you in a narrative detail.
You gotta do it in the Morgan Freeman voice.
You gotta do it in the Morgan Freeman voice.
And you know,
like on a scary movie. it was Charlie Sheen in the first part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The way he died.
Charlie, what have you done to yourself?
For real. And the way he passed away, that was...
Bro.
That's why we don't take 10 blue pills.
Yeah,
he
that's
took
why
more than that, didn't he?
It was like a whole bottle. Like,
Yeah,
he just
he
like
took a
popped
whole-
that thing open and went, I think it was like sleeping pills and it ended up being Viagra.
Yeah.
Because he was going for the
landed
sleeping
right
pills.
in the pavement.
Yup.
The daggone cat got a hold of him.
Yeah.
Dumb symbol! Oh, goodness.
Scary movie 4.
Gotta love those scary movies, bro.
I wish they came out with some more.
No, because of the whole, controversy with the Wayne brothers. Because, they made
The Wayland brothers.
The Wayne...
Yeah.
They made the first one, and they made
the first, like, two. And they did produce the third one, but they didn't get the credit for it. Which is where the whole, like, lawsuit and stuff, like, came from with them and, the company that was helping them produce the movies. And so, like, that's kind of, like, whenever you see something by the Wayland brothers, it says specifically, like, only produced and directed and written and scripted and everything else by the Wayland brothers. Yeah.
Well, dang.
Yeah, that's why I went downhill after Scary Movie 5. Scary Movie 4 was alright, but then Scary Movie 5, it was like, man, this ain't the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the same no more.
I liked, what was it?
Sashimi!
Not, was it Scary Movie 3? When he was doing
Yeah, I'm in the hood!
With the basketball thing. When the guy was in it. Give it to my strong hand.
Oh no,
Oh
that's
my
Scary
goodness,
Movie 2.
that's
Yeah,
Scary Movie 2,
yeah.
where they're making fun
Scary Movie.
of House on Haunted Hill or something.
Yes, and then there was Invisible Man, I think.
Mhm.
The Invisible Man was
Yeah,
around
it was
by
that
it was
was
the
with
one.
the
The
glasses.
Phantom Man.
Yeah, him.
the Phantom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part.
It was just a scientist that had turned himself invisible. That was all.
That was it. Yeah.
And a little bit of Poltergeist, right?
No
No.
Poltergeist. That was in the first Scary Movie.
That was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Scary Movie 3. That's the one with
Mama.
No, with the aliens and they're
Oh, yeah.
And
the
they're
rings.
peeing out of
This is
their
how
mouth.
we beat.
This is how we beats.
And he was like, oh.
And the president's like, see, we're not that different.
Yeah,
And
so
I'm
she
just
had
like,
had the
Yeah.
alien in his finger in his
He's
mouth. So he brushes his teeth. And that's how we say goodbye. Kick him around the nuts.
And hello, apparently.
Hello.
It's how they say hello and goodbye.
Is it me you're looking for? Cause I can see it in your
Scary
eyes.
Movie 4.
I can see it
Scary
in
movie.
your smile.
Make it
You're
broke
all
back
I
down.
ever wanted.
Okay, we need to stop before I start getting those mental images again. Wait, no, it's too late.
And my arms open
Oh God!
wide.
Stop it! No!
And you know just what to
Ah, la,
say.
la, 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 la.
And you know just what
Nope,
to do.
nope.
Nutty peanut butter with extra nuts.
Nope.
They just get a zoom out. They just get a zoom out of the tent.
I am not doing this right
I
now.
just want to grab some nuts. Some what? Some nuts.
Some peanuts.
Some peanuts.
No. Kevin Hart was like, I wanted some nuts. And then bro pulls on, he's like, I wanted some peanuts. What? No, peanuts.
I just want, relax, man. I just want some nuts.
Yeah. I love you.
Scary Movie.
Okay, stop
Scary
it.
Movie
Stop
3.
it.
But Scary Movie 3 though, that was one of the most funniest ones though.
It really was.
B-Rabbit.
Yeah.
I'm in the hood. No, take the hood off.
That was taken off. That was
Bro, that part
Mile.
was just so
Yeah.
wrong. Like, the first time I saw that when I was a kid,
He was like,
you know, I didn't understand it at first, but now that I'm older and I'm an adult and I rewatched it, you know, now that I know better, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's why the shock factor and why it was funny.
mm-hmm.
You like it rhyme?
well, yeah, it's that dark
Time.
humor.
Bug, dug, tug, wug. You don't remember Scary Movie 3?
I do, I just don't remember the whole rap scene. Well,
That was
I
it.
don't remember the whole rap, like what White Boy said. I just remember that he looked ridiculous. He said some ridiculous stuff, and
And
the
put the
hood
hood on.
thing. You know, I just kind of remember the iconic, you know, parts of it.
Oh yeah, we gotta rewatch Scary
And
Movie 3 then.
DJ, run that! You know, that part.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was.
It's like I remember everything, but the rap song.
Yeah, it wasn't really all of that.
I remember the riot that happened as soon as
that
Buddy,
little
you
boy.
know.
We walking into the finger. You're gonna die soon.
Oh
Hit the
yeah.
boy, hit the boy,
Yeah.
that's a man, you know.
That's a man.
And then they're in the funeral. He's like, her eyes were alive. Her eyes were open. Her eyes were open. She's alive. Oh, she's alive.
And then, wait, wasn't Shorty in the background saying, I see dead people?
No, that was Haunted House.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that Haunted House?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Haunted House.
Oops.
Yeah.
Well, it was one of the Wayland brothers that played as Shorty, so I'm kind of right.
Yeah, but
kind of.
that's when they did their own parody on Paranormal Activity movies. But Scary
A
Movie
Haunted
3.
House, yeah.
And then there was The Ring.
Yeah,
Not.
Yeah, that was Scary Movie 4. The same one with the aliens and stuff, because the
Oh,
aliens
yeah, they were
came down
trying-
to,
yeah.
you know, put the little girl back in the well.
Yeah.
It's leaking all over my floor. Cause he's crawling through.
Oh, hell no!
Crawling through the wind.
Excuse
crawling
my
through the
language,
TV,
people.
Crawling through the TV. That's how. That's
This
how.
is why we have
That's
a
how Wanda
disclaimer.
said. That's how Wanda said it though. For real.
No, not Wanda. Not Wanda. Brenda.
Brenda.
It's Brenda.
Oh yeah, Brenda. It is
What?
Brenda.
It's
Oh
Brenda.
yeah.
Brenda! Brenda! No! Stay over there! I don't exist! You don't see me! Like, oh my god. Brenda is a hoot. I love Brenda more than Cindy. She's funnier.
She was like,
It's like, I don't
Come
know.
on, bring your tail. Let's go, white girl.
Like,
Getting
how
screaming
you know
through
an actor...
Charlie Sheen going to the bathroom. Because they're making fun of the son. He's just... ah!
Like, how do you know that an actor or actress is, like, doing their job, like, really well is, like... So, for example, with Brenda, she does her character so good. I absolutely love it. It's hilarious. But with Cindy, the actress does the part so well that it's like... Man, it makes me question whether you are this stupid or not in real life. I mean, that's how good they are because, you know, the actors, like, good actors will spend weeks and months or even a whole year, you know, in that role just to really, truly develop that personality.
Well, yeah, because it has to be authentic as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I did see the girl, I don't remember what the actress's name is, but I have seen the lady that plays as Cindy play in serious movies. Mm-hmm. And there's, like, no comedy plot to them. They're, like, actually, like, really dark,
Improv.
Serious. And I just, like...
Excuse me.
I can't get over stupid Cindy in my head. Like, bless you, bless you.
Yeah.
And bless you.
Yeah.
One more?
Maybe.
It's coming.
Nope.
No, it's coming. Watch.
Probably.
It
Maybe.
ain't gonna be
It's
now.
gonna sneak up on 'em.
Maybe. That's why I got my eyes because I'm, like, anticipating for, like, my nose is itchy, but is it going to come or is it not going to come?
Come on.
Mr. Al, how many sniffles does it take to get to the center of a sneezy pop? A 2. A 1. A 2. A 3. Yeah.
All right, Mr. L.
Man,
Gotta get a slow clap for that, you know? Yeah.
golf clap.
No, that's when
Slow
they do
golf
that. That's
clap.
when they do that. Ah.
That was just about as bad as my joke I made the other night while we were watching Star Wars. Because, like, I don't remember what scene it was, but it had something to do with, like, you know, lights or something and having, like, you know, unscrew something. And I was like, how many Jedis does it take to unscrew how many Jedis does it take to unscrew a light bulb? Obi-Wan? I'm sorry, I cracked myself up. I found that joke funny. It's a bad joke, but it's
Obi-Wan.
funny. Obi-Wan?
I mean, I got one joke, but it's a dark joke, though.
We're not going to do that on this podcast.
What?
No.
Well, it's just a doctor.
We'll save that for the uncensored topics, okay?
Well,
This is not an uncensored one
called me the other
today.
day, and he told me I only had 24 hours to live. And he said, well, first of all, he told me he had bad news and worse news. And I was like, well, what's the bad news? You only have 24 hours to live. What's the worst news? Nothing can be worse than that. Well, I tried to get a hold of you yesterday, is what the doctor said.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that one.
Yep. Because that's the joke at the end of, what song?
Jonah Lucas, I believe. 24 hours to live. If you only have 24 hours.
Maybe. I don't know. That's a song that you play on your playlist. I don't really know the song. All I know is that I remember the joke from you playing it so much.
It's funny, though. But yeah.
It is funny.
Yeah.
It gets me every time I hear it.
Ugh. So.
Any whoosy whatsies?
Any whoosy whatsies.
Maryland.
Now that we've had a 14-minute long introduction
That's
and
right. Hey,
a chit-chat.
we had a whole review. We ain't seen Benji in a long time.
Yeah. Had to do a little catching up, a little joking around.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get down to business. So, a little recap on last week's episode.
Last week's episode is that we got into the first beginning colonies of Roanoke, Jamestown, Plymouth. I always solid that word. Plymouth. Yeah, see? Plymouth. Yeah, see? Even Smokey messed up. Plymouth and London, the London colony, which the London colony took place. Well, a little bit of help.
Send help.
Which I believe that the Plymouth colony was the one that took place in Virginia.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Plymouth Rock. That's in Virginia.
Yeah, Plymouth Rock. That is in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's right.
That's right.
And
Then we learned about Jamestown and the story of John Smith. Well, oh, you gonna say something, baby?
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, and those success rates of those colonies were not great.
Oh no, they weren't. We're
No.
talking about, like, we started with 150 men and ended with only 50. Or 200 men. Was it 250?
It was like 250 men, and they ended up having like 63 of them left. And then the second one was like they sent out another 120 men, and out of those, only 50 something of them survived. And I was just like, yeah,
didn't know what
that
they
is
was
not a
doing.
successful way to run a colony. Ooh!
No, it ain't. It really ain't.
And apparently it was due to 3 different kinds of plagues. It was the natives, sickness, or starvation. The starvation because of the first thing, apparently. The native raids and stuff.
Taking out the trade routes.
Taking out the trade routes, killing off the pilgrims' like crops and stuff, and then just the pillaging and raiding in general.
And then that comes into why their colonies didn't last long.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they were trying to take over a land that was already colonized by natives.
Well, technically natives didn't colonize.
They were nomadic.
They're very nomadic peoples.
Not
Like, now there's
I get what
reserves
you're
and
saying.
stuff, but it's because there's nowhere to like free roam anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why they're not nomadic anymore to this day, and there's such thing as native reserves now. Which honestly, even to me, is sad because, you know, we can learn so much from the natives, especially from like, you know, a down to earth, not even like spiritual, but like just the wisdom and the guidance that they have to offer. I think this world would be a lot better if we lived like them, and if we lived a little more, you know, natural, off the land, not building all these big gigantic buildings, and, you know, more than half of the spaces within them are empty, or,
But
you know, you have all these
also feel
apartment
like-
complexes that aren't being filled because people can't afford it. You know, this is land that they used to roam freely before, you know. I agree the colonists came in, but I'm not like, you know, anti-colonist, because I mean, if you look at my family's history with, you know, the Norse, the Scottish, the English parts, the Germanic parts, the Sicilian parts, I mean, all of them ended up coming here too. Even the 2% Nigerian part of me, which granted that traces all the way back to the slave trades, from where apparently somewhere in my bloodline we came from Nigeria. They were put on a boat, probably sold by their own tribe members, as such things happened in those days, and shipped off to America.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
there's that.
but it all comes down to closed-mindedness, though. Closed-mindedness.
Yeah, it is closed-mindedness,
Because
which
you gotta
is a
think-
disease in
Because you gotta think majority of the Native Americans probably didn't, even after the Revolutionary War and the colonies got their independence, it probably still was like, yeah, but y'all still gotta leave and not try to expand and just stay here.
And we ended up
Expanding.
all the way across the map.
Well, you gotta think, when the population grows, it has to.
Yeah.
It has to coexist too, and if both sides can't coexist or don't want to coexist, then
You go from a town to a city to a city to
raid
yeah.
to a riot.
Mm-hmm.
Because of some miscommunication and misunderstanding and just closed-mindedness altogether.
You know the thing where they say, the term where they say, too many Indians, not enough chiefs?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Agreed.
too many chiefs, not enough Indians?
Mm-hmm.
Well, right now we got too many Indians and not enough chiefs. Or at least we have too many chiefs as well as too many Indians, but the problem is that the chiefs are not very bright. They're not very good leaders.
Are incoherent.
No.
Some of them are incoherent, and a good amount of them are incompetent. And anybody can take that any way they want to. I don't care. But back to Virginia.
No, back to James. No, because now we're going into Jamestown, because that leads us into the story of Pocahontas and the story of John Smith, and how John Smith saved Jamestown. Granted, he had to, you know what I'm saying, he had to go through, like Tori said, 3 plagues, and he died due to a flush to him getting shot by friendly fire, I believe.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't remember that
I
part.
believe that's all you got sent. I mean, it's in the book. Let's go back into the book.
Well, from what I remember in the chapter was that John Smith did get captured by the Powhatan Indians, and Pocahontas did save him. But they did not marry, as we have all been kind of like, manipulated and told. And, Disney with the whole story with John Smith, Pocahontas, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, it was not John Smith and Pocahontas that married. It was John Rolfe and Pocahontas that had married. And from Pocahontas, when John Rolfe took her back to England, when he would describe like how she was within the chiefdom of the natives, he explained that she was a native princess, which is where, the term where if your grandmama ever said, oh, we come from, a Cherokee princess, whatever. That's really where that came from. It was from all the way back then from the story of Pocahontas and John Rolfe. Fun fact. Yeah, Rolfe proposed marriage, and
no, I'm trying to see what happens to Smith.
To boast of their descent from the native princess.
Is that something that happened to John Smith? I know it did.
Well, he pops back up in the settlement of England, so that's where I'm like, I don't remember John Smith saying that.
Not him saying.
Or not him, but the book saying that John Smith had been killed. Not yet. Is Captain John Smith, his tales and exploits, who had quarreled with the expedition leaders and had been clapped into chains. Despite his efforts. Oh, it was because of John that the 120 that were in the Chesapeake region, only 53 of those survived. So that was John Smith's fault.
Dang.
And they had to go through gold fever, and they didn't know how to grow though.
And then we had another 400 settlers, which only by the end of that, it was like, just very few.
I guess not. It doesn't say.
I told you, it didn't say that he got killed.
But there's a reason why John Smith left, though. Or something happened to John Smith. And I remember reading that or seeing somewhere we read it into. Can you look it up real quick? Can you go jump into the Matrix real quick and find out?
I guess we're going to jump into the Matrix.
Because that's going to bug the heck out of me. Just the living frack.
Come on. Why is my internet slow? It should not be slow.
No, it's just the laptop being slow.
Yeah, it's just a laptop.
Myocardial infarction.
Myocardio infarction, which means the myocardio, I think that's like
A heart disease.
Well, cardio means heart, but the myo part, I used to know what that meant. I don't remember anymore. But no, apparently he died of heart disease. So.
But why did he go back to London?
They had better doctors back there.
Okay. So. Why did. Oops.
I would say that.
John Smith returned to England after the encounter with. Oops. Pocahontas. There we go. Oh, gunpowder explosion.
See, I knew he was injured and had to go and he never came back. I remember. See that? Yeah.
Well, that's funny that, as far as in that part of the history, he left and he didn't come back for a while. But apparently in the next section, which I did pre-read a little bit, so that way I don't butcher anything for y'all, it says that he did return.
Yeah, but where
in 1614.
Yeah, but where did he go? Did it say why did he left?
Well, we just figured out why he left.
Yeah, that's true. And it says it right here, yep, when he was... All that chance that John Smith might control things was lost when he suffered a gunpowder wound and sailed back to England in October 1609.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And in consequence, there was anarchy and the starving time of winter, during which most of the colonists, which were weakened by hunger, they fell prey to the, disease. And when Gates and his companions made it after Buddy left, out of those 400, there was only 60 left. And then eventually John Smith comes back.
I know, could you been messaging me on that expedition? Alright, Mike, we're going to survive out here tonight!
The first one y'all threw out was 120 men, and only 53 of them survived. The next batch was 400, and only 60 of them survived.
My math, that should have been 200.
Mm-hmm.
But...
that should have been, 520 people, and it ended up being, what?
100.
133?
110.
No, 113.
Yeah.
Good gracious.
That's
terrible.
Everybody
that's half of the people that died.
That's over half. That's 8%.
Good gracious.
And then John Rolfe married Pocahontas for a treaty for the Native Americans. Yep. And that is Virginia's history. And now...
well, a crash course anyway.
But now, ladies and gentlemen, we go into the history of the colony, Maryland, read by your lovely co-host, Victoria.
Alright, so let's get into it, y'all. Maryland. In 1634, 10 years after Virginia became a royal colony, a neighboring settlement appeared on the northern shores of Chesapeake Bay. The first proprietary colony, I can never say that no matter how many times I say it.
Proprietary.
It's such a weird word to say.
I wouldn't have gotten it right.
The first proprietary colony granted the Lord Baltimore by Charles I and named Maryland in honor of Queen Henrietta Maria. Sir George Calvert, the first Lord Baltimore, had announced in 1625 his conversion to Catholicism and sought the colony as a refuge for English Catholics who were subjected to discriminations at home. He had, in fact, undertaken to colonize Newfoundland in 1623 under a previous grant, but that colony was abandoned after a successful clash with the French, followed by the severe winter of 1628 to 1629. Calvert had tried Virginia too. In October 1629, he had landed with his family and some followers at Jamestown, but was ordered to leave because he refused to take the oaths of allegiance and supremacy to the monarch.
That's right.
But nevertheless, he still kept favor with King Charles and sought charter in the region, which was issued in 1632, which was after his death, sadly. But his son, Celius Calvert, the second Lord Baltimore, actually founded the colony. The charter, which set a precedent for later proprietary grants, gave the recipient the same powers bestowed upon the Bishop of Durham in the past. In a region near the Scottish border, a warlike bishop had ruled almost as an independent monarch, but charter specified that the laws must be in accordance with those of England. References to religion were vague except for a mention that chapels should be established according to the ecclesiastical law of England. Ooh.
That would be for the Catholic.
So we got a pope somewhere in, or a bishop of Durham that was trying to act like a king.
Mm-hmm.
And England was like, yeah, nah, bro.
This is God's country.
Basically.
That's why England came in like, no.
This is God's country. Yeah, pretty much.
And then they did my boy Baltimore dirty though.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, he went to Newfoundland, and then the France was like, nah, playa, you're gonna go to war for this land. Go back down yonder. Go to Virginia. Yeah, you can stay for a couple of days, but you guys swear fealty to the monarch. No, playa. I want a contract for the monarch, but I don't. No.
He's like, I don't want to swear allegiance to the monarch, but yet you still kept favor with the monarch.
Because
For someone that didn't want to be under the monarch's
Right.
thumb,
You
you
wanna keep that
sure
favor,
kept
yeah.
them
I
happy.
need that money. I wanted that.
Yeah, he wanted
I wanted that money and that
yeah.
power. The almighty power. But the ironically story.
I see. This is where the first con men came from.
Mm-hmm.
You stupid nobles. You started it. You nobles.
He said no. Okay, well.
Because Calvert here, the one that, his daddy that was like, oh, I'm not swearing allegiance to the monarch, but yet I'm going to keep good favor and get this charter so that my son can go and do the stuff that I couldn't live enough to do.
Yeah, well, he died.
Like,
he died on
that is
day.
some finessing right there. That is a con artist finesse right there.
When I
To get
died,
the king to
my
do what
son's
you
gonna-
want without having to swear fealty to him.
You're right, and then all you gotta sacrifice is your life and have to believe that your son knows where the heck he's going.
Lord Baltimore.
Son of Baltimore, my name's Lord Baltimore, son of Baltimore, Cavalier Baltimore.
I am the Lord Baltimore, Mr. Celius Calvert. And it's like, where'd y'all, huh? See, this is where, like, sometimes in history books where, like, it doesn't give you, like, all the detail, like, especially, like, Baltimore and Maryland, it's like, okay, so how did he become the Lord Baltimore if his last name ain't even Baltimore? Like, where did that come from?
Simple, because he wanted more, Seymour.
So, he Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. As much more as he wanted. As he was saying, feed me.
Feed me, Seymour.
I'm not even gonna hold my head up anymore.
Alright, continuing along here.
I can't feel
In
my face when I'm
1634.
with you.
But I love it. Like I love you.
Oh,
Alright,
oh, Baltimore, Baltimore.
No, we
But
don't
I,
like Baltimore around here.
but I am the Lord Baltimore. Lord of
We don't like the
Baltimore.
Ravens. The Dolphins fans in this house.
And that was that game. Sad game Monday night.
That was
Yeah,
a
it sure
sad,
was.
sad
At least
game
you scored a
Monday night
touchdown.
against the Titans. That was so
Our
sad, bro.
our
So sad.
defense did something, but our offense.
Our offense
Oh,
wasn't
my
doing
God.
a darn
Our offense
thing.
wasn't there at all.
But anyway,
No, that wasn't.
Sorry.
we're getting off track, bruh. Okay.
I'm having withdrawals, man.
Oh, withdrawals for football. Oh, poor
Mhm.
baby. You only got to watch freaking 2 football games yesterday.
I know, and the Lions beat the Seahawks, no more undefeated teams, only 2 undefeated. That's the Vikings and the Chiefs. Down with them both.
Hey, maybe Tyler's that's right. It might be the Chiefs, or it might be the Vikings year.
They're gonna lose one.
Yeah, they're gonna lose one.
They're gonna lose one. Too long of a season.
It's gonna be the team that you're not gonna expect.
The Dolphins.
No.
No, it'd be like the Bears or the Bengals or something like that.
It's gonna be a team that legitimately has nothing to lose because the season's already over for, so they're legitimately gonna get through all the gimmick
that would be
plays.
the Titans.
At this rate,
That would be the Titans.
no.
No, it'd be the Panthers at this point.
No.
The Panthers are doing a lot better
No.
than the Dolphins right now.
At this rate, it will be the Dolphins.
Sad.
At this rate, it will either be the Dolphins or the Jaguars.
And yes, I know, we're from North Carolina, but we represent the
Yeah.
Dolphins in this house because Miami Dolphins, they are good. I mean, well, they were.
We have family in Florida and Miami region, so.
That's the only reason why.
Mhm.
Even though, yes, we're from North Carolina, but let's face it, the Panthers suck.
I'm still be a Panthers fan when they played the Chiefs. The Chiefs are still undefeated.
The one time I was a Panthers fan was when they made it to the
I don't
Super
wanna go
Bowl,
see none of it.
and I lost
yeah,
the
you do,
bet.
Benj. Yeah, Benj.
Nope.
You're gonna sit here. I'm gonna take you here, and we're gonna watch that game together,
Nope.
all right?
Uh-uh.
And I'm gonna get a ding Bryce Young jersey.
I'm walking back home.
I'm gonna get you a Panthers jersey, and we're all gonna watch the Panthers game together.
I'm walking back home.
No. Benji, I'm not gonna let you. I'm gonna cut your leg off. Smokey.
I'm gonna bleed all the way back home.
You gonna be all the way back home, Smokey? Come on, Smokey! You don't want to do that to me, Smokey. We're gonna sit there and watch the Panthers upset the Chiefs.
Hey,
Yes, I call it.
sports nerds.
Yes.
Can we can it for a minute so I can get back to this?
But the Lord of Baltimore, son, and how
Yes, about the Lord of Baltimore.
the Lord of Baltimore, because he bought some more.
Because he bought some more.
Sorry.
Okay.
He all about that Baltimore.
And
I'm sorry.
Because he wants to buy some more.
And he thought some more. Oh.
y'all done?
Yeah.
Are y'all done?
And like Mama Jackson, Mama say, Mama sorry, Mama sorry.
Obviously not.
Shimona!
Shampoo.
Shimo! Oh, okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah,
Is it out of y'all system?
Here, all right, folks. The mom came out now. She done put the hand on the head. The head on the head. The head on the hand.
Yeah, because next comes the hip, and you know you in trouble after that.
No, because next thing, well, it could be one or two things. You either could be looking at us like that, or is this?
I don't want no more.
I'm thinking
about the 12 ways to Sunday. I'm about to kick your booties.
we still love you.
I still love you boys, too. Now, can we get back to the topic of the day, please?
Maryland up the
Yes,
Baltimore.
and more.
Yes.
Because we only have 2 paragraphs left, if you will allow me to read them.
2 paragraphs left. I feel like you should read a little bit more.
Well, this one paragraph is like 3 paragraphs in one, okay?
That's
That's a
fine.
very big paragraph.
Hey,
That's a lot more than-
Monday,
that's-
I had to read number 9 and Article 9 of our Confederacy.
I know, and I reread about half of it with you just to break it down and understand it.
That sounds like a lot more than just 2.
I know, right? So I feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick here.
That's why he bought some more.
Oh, yeah, some more. Get him!
I'm dead.
Oh, get him!
Look, I was saying more the whole time.
I know.
When the rebel yelled, she said, more, more, more.
Now I'm in Scary Movie 3. How many times can we
When
rhyme?
I yelled, she said,
More
more,
talk.
more, 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 more.
And pour it, pour.
Don't get smacked by that door.
Oh, Lord.
I can't take you boys seriously. Okay, can we get back to this? Are y'all done now?
Just a little more. No, I'm playing. I'm good. I'm
Are
good.
y'all done?
Yes.
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 We're going to get as much more of this as we can out of it.
I love you too.
No more.
Enough is enough, alright?
Can't ask for any more.
No more of this.
Okay.
Alright, back to the son of the Lord of Baltimore. Because she doesn't want no more.
In 1634, Calvert planted the first settlement at St. Mary's on a small stream near the mouth of the Potomac.
Was it the
That
Virgin
is
Mary?
Potomac. St. Mary's, in fact, was already there. A native settlement purchased from friendly natives along the cleared fields around it. Calvert brought Catholic gentlemen as landholders, but a majority of the servants from the beginning were Protestants. So already you have Catholic slave owners versus the Protestant slaves. That's not gonna work. You got the same religion, but frayed in 2 ways that don't get along with each other, even though it's the same darn thing.
And that's when
It's just like one is a lot more strict
if I
and
was
stuff than
if
the
I was
other.
alive back then, I'll be like Moses. Let my people go, you Catholics.
There will be no more.
Slaves. No more slaves. Didn't Moses teach us this in the same Bibles that we're freaking reading? I mean, what is going on here?
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out some more stuff of the logic of this.
All these more fun facts.
All these things and more on this podcast.
On today's podcast, it's all about more. Baltimore.
And how much more do you need?
In 1634, Lord Baltimore.
Who was the more?
Okay, y'all. Like, can we... Let's
Did
stop
he act
playing.
like Thor? I'm sorry.
For there was 4 of more.
Maybe a little bit more.
Are you two done?
And they haven't poured on out.
But wait, we have to wait. We have to walk Thor out.
And wait, there's more.
Oh my Odin.
Oh, there's a boar.
Help me.
Let it run into the door.
For help us sake the Lord.
That there will be no more. Okay, I'm done.
But as we give out more,
Might even clash a little more.
Tori's gonna clash with us.
Yeah. Okay, we done.
And our editor.
Nicholas, are you done?
I think I don't want no more of this.
I don't think you do either, because I sure don't.
Because my name is Sam I Am.
And I don't like your words of green eggs and ham. Now, shh.
But listen to my green eggs and ham.
It's story time. Shh.
Counting a story with the story.
Calvert brought Catholic gentlemen as landholders, but a majority of the servants from the beginning were Protestants. The charter gave Calvert power to make laws with the consent of the freemen, all property holders. The first legislative assembly met in 1635 and divided into 2 houses by 1650, with governor and council sitting separately. Ooh, that's not good. This was investigated by the predominantly Protestant freemen, largely servants who had become landholders or immigrants from Virginia. The charter, which, oh, by the way, those immigrants from Virginia were also Protestants
See,
that ran away from Catholic England.
and then the Catholics came in and said, we are still enslaving y'all.
And then the charter also empowered the proprietor to grant manorial estates, meaning estates where, you know, there's like big manors, like governor's manors and mansions and stuff like on these estates.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of like the way that they were trying to
Get more
settlers and, you know,
yeah.
grow the colony, make it bigger, blah,
and
blah,
get
blah.
as much more as they needed.
And it was a way to appease the Protestants. It was a way for the Catholics to make the Protestants happy.
That's right. So then get more out of them.
slaves.
Yeah, exactly. Get more.
I'll give you land, you just work it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you just gotta work a lot more.
That sounds familiar, like the Secret Destiny of America with Solon in the first tax laws and brackets and mortgages and loans and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's all that's making much more sense.
A lot more.
It all
sense.
rounds back to the Secret Destiny of America every time. But anyway, I'm ignoring you two.
Let's hear some more. I'm sorry.
I'm trying my best to hold it together. I just can't with you two.
I sense some more of the spiritual journey that we're on right now, and the spiritual enlightenment and historic enlightenment. Just so much more of it.
Well, you can't talk about American history without talking about world history because all that stuff rounds back full circle.
I know, and a lot more.
To it. There's a lot more to it.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop.
Send help. Send help.
It all started with the Moors.
I'm about to slap you with this book. I'm about to slap you both with this book. But y'all are lucky this book is old and I don't want to hurt it, so I'm not going to slap you with it. But
And how much
I
more is
really,
it going to
really
take?
want to. You know what? I got this one.
Whoa.
This one's a lot newer. This will hold up.
No
I'm
more.
going to smack you with a good book, the Constitution.
No more threats. Please.
No more books.
No more words.
Okay.
Because I bought some more.
I'm about that Baltimore.
Y'all stupid. Anyway, okay. The charter also empowered the proprietor to grant manorial estates. Again, this is where, you got manors and mansions all of a sudden.
More power.
And Maryland had become some 60 before 1676. But the Lords of Baltimore soon found that to draw settlers, they had to offer farms instead of mansions. Because of their flexibility, the Calverts bent rather than broke in the prevailing winds. Ousted from the proprietorship only for brief periods under Cromwell and William III, they continued even then to hold their property rights and coined a fortune in America before the end of the colonial period. The colony was meant to rely on mixed farming. The colony was meant to rely on mixed farming, but its fortunes, like those of Virginia, soon came to depend on tobacco.
On tobacco? But what kind of...
The fortune of
corn and meat?
Virginia, the colony was meant to rely on mixed farming, but its fortunes, like those of Virginia, soon came to depend on tobacco. So, meaning that Virginia, they thought that they were going to be able to, probably do more with other kinds of crops, and, well, it flopped. So they figured out that, tobacco would be a really good way for them to make money.
But they were falsified and only could make money off tobacco.
Yep.
So the question...
Virginia bent the knee to tobacco, and so did Maryland. And our next header...
Well, my thing about it is this. They ain't talking about hemp.
No.
Hemp was used for ropes and clothes.
They didn't use none of that.
They did. But look it up.
Well, they didn't smoke it.
No, of course they didn't.
They used more opium.
No.
As their own.
No. I'm not actually talking about the actual material.
Oh.
Like not the THC.
Like hemp string, hemp rope.
Hemp clothes, hemp paper.
They didn't use all that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Potato sacks were mostly made out of hemp.
Our Declaration of Independence, our first 12 original copies, was written on hemp paper.
Yep. Fun fact.
So I feel like they made their money off hemp.
And they're just not telling us.
For real.
That means that the marijuana has been a cash crop for a long time.
Let's actually look it up when hemp was starting being manufactured, because...
Alright, yeah, that's actually a little perfect right before we get into our next little header here for the opening of our next...
colony.
Our next colony, which would be Plymouth. So this would be a small introduction. What was the question again? Hemp.
When was
manufactured?
When was hemp first used in the USA and for what? How about that?
1606.
Right in the exact time frame that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing about it.
And ever since American farmers grew hemp, that was used across multiple different products such as paper, lamp fuels, and ropes. In the 1700s, farmers were legally required to grow hemp as a staple crop. Oh, so they'll only tell you tobacco in the history books and in school, but really hemp is what made their big money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then, does that mean that...
Look at Sweden and Iowa. I'll tell you that...
Is that the reason why they made marijuana illegal? So that way, the hemp crop was going towards making hemp rope, hemp clothes, hemp bags, hemp this, hemp
No one
that.
thought about smoking it. Legitimately, no one thought about smoking it. They were legitimately making
Well, by the time that people figured out that you could smoke it and you got high off
there was already other drugs out by the end.
Because remember that movie Reefer Madness from the 1920s? Mm-hmm. That's when they were trying to make it, marijuana is bad. It makes people crazy and, it makes you kill people.
It don't.
No, it doesn't. It gives you three things.
No, but hemp...
High, sleepy, hungry.
Yeah, but hemp is actually the strongest material that you can use. It's actually stronger than today's material. Believe it or not. That's true. That's fact.
I mean, hemp paper was used to manufacture, like, the books and stuff back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one
But
of the copies of the History of England in my shelf is probably hemp paper.
Look how strong a hemp rope was compared to today. You're not in it.
Oops.
I'm about to say, our viewers ain't gonna see it. They're just gonna see us looking at the ideas and be like, oh.
They'll be like, oh, sorry, y'all. I did it again. Oops, I did it again. I'm sorry.
Baby.
Leave Brittany alone!
Oh, God.
Anybody remember that meme?
Not a YouTube video. Anyways. How strong is hemp rope compared to the rope used in the 1700s?
Y'all just reminded me
How
of
strong is hemp rope?
Of Meet the 300s.
Versus cotton?
Versus horsehair, I guess. Wow, I love how it gives me
The hemp.
not what I want. Hemp is used in hemp ropes, Da-da-da. Hemp is the sober cousin of marijuana. Hemp is an ancient plant that has been cultivated for millennia. The Columbia History of the World 1996 states that the weaving of hemp fiber began over 10,000 years ago. Hemp farming equipment can take a single acre of hemp to yield approximately 700 pounds of hemp grain or produce 5,300 pounds of straw on average. So
a single
that's
acre.
a lot. That's a lot.
A single acre.
But
okay,
hemp rope is one of the strongest natural ropes. But I love how when I type in, the comparison, it doesn't give it to me. Maybe Google's got a better answer than Bing.
Yeah, because they'll have Gemini answer it for us.
Yeah, I noticed that with my new update on my phone, like, the Gemini AI texted me saying, "Hi, I'm Gemini. I'm an AI. Try me out with all these features." And I'm like, no.
I'm like Siri.
Have we not seen Terminator? Have we not seen Terminator? No.
I'm not Sylvester.
No.
I'm Gemini.
No. I don't care.
How strong
I don't
is
care.
hemp rope?
No, have you seen that movie? What was the movie with the iPhone on it? You know what I'm talking about? When the iPhone made the dude date the phone. He couldn't date nobody else.
Miss Robot? No.
Her.
Her?
Yeah.
Her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The iPhone.
That was a book that was written, I think, in 1980, where a buddy was in love with a computer. But when they made the movie, they made it modernized, where it was an iPhone, an Alexa, and the plasma screen TV, plus the computers, his PC and his laptop.
It was him.
She was literally everywhere, watching his every move.
They could never be separated.
Heck no, they couldn't. If he was at work.
She knew.
Hi, darling.
I want you to go to the bathroom right now.
Plug me in.
Horse rope.
Plug me in and do your shake and weight.
Really? Okay, not even Google. Man, I hate the internet.
Just look up how strong. Okay, then just look up how strong. This is how we're going to do it manually. Then how strong is hemp?
This is annoying.
How strong is hemp rope? How strong is hemp rope?
Let's see. How much weight can hemp rope withstand?
They don't look like hemp rope.
Do I really have to type it in like a dum-dum and say how long does it take? How much weight does it take before it snaps in half?
Yeah.
Do I have to do the idiot thing? No. Okay, how strong is 1 pound of hemp rope? If we assume that hemp rope in D&D is constructed in similar ways, then according to a chart, a 1-inch diameter rope has a minimum breaking strength of 8,100 pounds
of force.
I'm such a dork because I understood it even when it's and if we factor this in logically for a D&D. I'm such a dork, bro.
But yes. Hemp strong. Yep, but hemp rope is really, really strong.
Hemp rope is really strong. Okay.
That's my point.
So, as far as we can tell, it's like 8,100 pounds of force. That
For 1
hemp
inch.
rope can...
In a 1 inch diameter.
With a 1 inch diameter, it can withstand that much weight. Okay. So, how much weight can horsehair rope withstand? Okay, I love how it gave me something way more simple for natural hair rope, brittle horse ropes. I love how it gives me... Before snapping. Will you give me the answer then?
No, we won't.
Texture, weight,
There we go.
da-da-da. Strength... Okay, I want to know... Okay, training colted can handle the stress of a horse pulling against it.
No shit.
Okay, but that doesn't tell me how many pounds of pressure does it take before... Okay.
No crap, Sherlock.
How many pounds of pressure I didn't ask whether it's for... Dude, why is it so hard to get a simple freaking answer? Like, I don't understand this. It's not like I'm typing it in like a dummy that doesn't know how to Google.
Because they don't want people to find out the answer that...
Why do I gotta go from my ass all the way around my elbow to get...
Because the truth is that Mary Jane is stronger than horsehair, for it's a holy plant.
Okay,
It's been around
finally!
for 10,000s upon 10,000 upon years.
For horsetail hair,
And
who
more.
knew... Wait, never mind.
Way more. Like, so much more. Like, even the internet's trying to hide how much
I
more.
didn't ask for a horse's kick. I asked for the horsehair rope. This is redonkulous.
You want... People, you see this? You see how
Like, I'm not
frustrating
typing
this
it
is?
in like I'm a goot. Like I don't know how to Google. I'm not a dummy.
You're not a dummy Googler?
No,
I'm
not a
not
dummy Googler.
That's right, neither am I.
Like, that's annoying.
It is.
Like,
How could
simple
they?
freaking question, can't find the answer, and like, I swear, not even 4 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, you could type in something like that, worded just like that, and it would just give you the freaking answer.
As simple and as layman terms as it can possibly be.
Yeah. And now it's like the internet's just changed so much because the age of information. You know what? It's an overload.
Disinformation.
I'd rather stick to books at this point because at least books, it's always going to say the same thing every time and it's not going to be changed.
Even if you forget where the placement of the book is, you know you read it in the book.
Yep. Which is why we always leave sticky notes.
So.
But anyway, let's finish
Mm-hmm.
this little bit. And then we're going to
end the episode
for that one. All right.
Because there's only much more. Because there's going to be much more to cover.
Our new header is going to be settling New England. The Virginia Company of Plymouth never got back to colonization after the Sagadahoc failure in 1607. Although it did bestir itself to hire John Smith as an explorer. After his return from a visit in 1614, Smith published a description of New England, which was written in the year 1616, and thus named the region. Having watched the London Company's transition from commerce to real estate, the leader of the Plymouth colony, Sir Ferdinando Gorges, recognized his moribund enterprise into the Council for New England, 1620. Which had the right issue to land grants between the 40th and 48th parallels. Which I'm not really sure what that is. I guess that's just like, between this part of land and the next part of land. So, that is it for today's chapter.
Are y'all gonna clap with me? I thought I was gonna get a little bit more.
I mean, I was
emphasis
the
on
one that was reading, so I I thought y'all were giving me.
I was trying to.
Smokey over there, slow on the catch.
I know. I was trying to get that
I
slow. You
didn't
know what I'm saying?
know.
That slow. You know what I'm saying?
You know
Close,
what?
and then it goes like.
You know what? Your clap was way too slow.
I'm sorry. I'm a little slow myself.
Why you gotta say that?
Because how much more are you going to take?
It might not be a whole lot more.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking it too, but I was like, I know one of these two dummies are fitting to say it.
And with that, y'all, we'll end the episode.
But
Thank
expect
y'all for
more.
And if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. And if you have any questions about the material that we had just gone over today, or last week's material, whatever, or you just want to be like, yo, what's up, in the comments section, we're always watching. So, yo, what's up? And please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And remember to follow all of our socials, which is all listed in the descriptions below, as always, as well as the links for the book and stuff, too. So that way, if you want to own your own copy, you got it.
And remember,
To live life with eyes wide open.
And there's a lot more to come.
And
Yep.
more.
And way more.
You dig it?
Yeah, dig it. Anyways, later,
Yeah,
guys.
guys.